I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase.
Hey, yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace, you gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing you. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat, I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas, you gon' see the...
Where you from?
Some people love me, and they don't even know I have a hard time loving myself. Some people judge me, and they don't even know I have a hard time judging myself. Life gets ugly, but I grab a paintbrush and paint a pretty smile on myself. Mouth stay shut even when I need help. In too deep in the water, Mike Phelps. Swimming lessons, I still got many unanswered questions. Sick of the anger, sick of depression. Wanna be great, count your blessings. Just give me my salad, you keep the dressing. Cause I'm cream of the crop. He paid the price, I'm worth a lot. He told me go, why would I stop? Rest on my thoughts, jump off the tire rope. D'Lo Brown with the frog splash. Leaps of faith, what I call that. If you hit my line for the old me, when I hang up on you, don't call back. I ain't gon' block my blessings, I'd rather block your number. Life taught me so many lessons, Been down bad, never under. That's breath in my lungs. Some people die young, where I come from. Woke up and gave thanks to Father and Son. Filled with the Spirit, I shine like the sun. Ghost in me, but I ain't haunted. Bad vibes, keep them, don't want it. Pride hard to swallow, doggone it. And you were really never my opponent. I'm fighting evil, man, they hearts black. They wanted my life, told them back. Got an itch for sin, can't scratch that. Keep the truth loaded in the black gap. Just know if I said it, I'm in it, and they gon' take it back. Learn the game brighter than my granddaddy's Cadillac. Young man, old song, imagine that. Ain't in my control, gotta pray, let them handle that. God hit my line, get me to play. Roger that, gang torn. Alright, you hate like a running back. If you ain't catch everything I said, better run it back. Eating up this beat, break bread, where your sandwich at, y'all? Thought I was done? No, this beat ain't like Kobe, I'm too full. My God, sick old mode, he too cold. I'm skating on beats, frozen with the flow.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Did I catch you guys off guard here? Listen, I think there was like 2 or 3 times in a row that we were about a minute or two late, so I figured I'd make it up for today and go live 3 minutes early. We also had like 317 people in the waiting room, so I figured I'd kick it off a little bit early, but welcome back to one more time, the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. You guys know the drill. Shout out to our boy DZ. And oh, baby, do we have some stuff to look at on the charts today, guys, as Bitcoin has got a little bit of a pull to the downside, guys. We have a bunch to look at today. Shout out to anybody who saw my morning update earlier this morning. I tried to release it early in the morning, and then my audio got rugged. As you guys know, that's not uncommon here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. For all I know, you guys can't hear me right now. But if you're a regular here, you get that joke. But guys, we do have a lot of really good stuff to look at here on the charts. We are getting a bit of a move to the downside, but are we about to get a bounce, or are we going to break down further and potentially hit some of those lower targets we talked about in the update earlier today? Creeping down to about that $23,000 level, but we are not on our way there yet, guys. So we're going to be taking a look at those levels to the downside we have to be keeping our eye on, and I also want to show you guys some of the bearish signals on the higher daily time frames. You guys saw that blood diamond on the 2-day. I showed it in all of its glory on the BitBoy Crypto morning stream, and this could wind up being pretty bearish for Bitcoin, but obviously nothing's 100%, so we're going to go ahead and take a deeper look into it and see where the confluence lives. Is it on the bull side? Is it on the bear side? Are we on our way to 25K, or are we going to bounce from the bottom of this range? Because as you guys know, we do have that head and shoulders, but we are nearing the lows of that range, or we are getting close to the neckline of that head and shoulders, which, as you guys know, could be bearish, but I am not getting bearish at support. I will be looking for longs very soon. So we're going to be taking a look at everything, guys. We're going to try to demystify this crazy thing they call Bitcoin, and I'm going to try to let you guys know if this thing's going to go up or down. But before we get into it, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on something called the Wheel of Pain and Pleasure, where essentially we just wind up giving you guys all my money, which I am totally fine with, by the way. Anything for the CandleMafia, but every 100 likes we get gets you a spin on that wheel. The more spins, the more likes, the more spins, the more free crypto. And if we hit 650 likes on tonight's live stream, I'll spin the wheel 15 times, and I will add some merch to that giveaway. Or maybe we'll take a poll. If we get 650 likes, we'll run a poll to see what you guys want to see or what you guys want to get for your giveaways. And before we get into it, guys, let's go ahead and say what is going on to the CandleMafia, because I see you guys in there. Hey, what about the beats, guys? Tell me there's another live stream out there with a waiting room as poppin' as ours. Shout out to the people who make this royalty-free music that actually slaps. Usually royalty-free music is bogus. But this music slaps, guys. This music slaps. Shout out to the CandleMafia. Let's see who we got in here today. We got Rob the Crypto Snob. As always, guys, big shout out to our mods. If you like the Frankie Candles YouTube channel, if you like watching these live streams, if you hate me but watch because you like the information, at least show some love to the mods in chat, because they keep chat under control, which I know is an absolute feat of mankind sometimes. So shout out to them. They help me out not just with this, guys. They help me out with the Discord. They help me out with so much, so please show them some respect. They are the true goats of this YouTube channel, along with the CandleMafia. Shout out to the mods. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We got Rob the Crypto Snob, Crypto Billy, Tyler Durden, Chemistry Bro rolling in. We got Tony D somewhere in here. Let's see. I think that's who we're rolling with today. We also got Captain Kirk, D Petty Crypto. You guys know the rest of the mods. Show them some love in chat. We got Creighton C. As always, happy to see you, bro. Shout out to Cozy Babe. Thanks for being in here. Says Pepe gonna rip, in my opinion. Not financial advice. Shout out to Cozy Babe. Gotta throw that NFA in there, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Brad Guidell. Thank you for being here. Brad said, does Frankie need a hug? Because that last song I played, I didn't realize was kind of dark. But shout out to Brad. I am doing great. I just thought the beat slapped, and then he also spits heavy on that track. I love that song. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. Absolute OG of the channel. Shout out to the Biomex, another OG of the channel. Darren does things as always. What is going on, bro? Happy to see you in here saying that 1 hour bull div is printing. Yeah, pretty interesting, right, Darren? Look at that. Just like that, we got the 1 hour bull div. We are starting to get a little bit of a tiny bounce. But again, guys, we're going to be looking a little bit deeper into it. And last but not least, shout out to Creighton C, which I think we already said hi to you. Shout out to V-Slim. Shout out to Slime. And shout out to Crypto Billy, because he was the last person to send a chat there. Shout out to everybody. And shout out to Sam Ross. Thank you for that super chat, dude. I do appreciate you. Says the only bearish signal is that BTC doesn't work. Shout out to Sam Ross. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate that super chat. And yeah, shout out to Bitcoin just being broken. Yeah, shout out to Sam Ross. I appreciate you, brother. But guys, without further ado, obviously Daddy needs a pump. Oh, baby. Shout out to Clapper. Shout out to Clapper out there. Shout out to you, man. But without further ado, guys, Crypto Billy said smash the like button. I don't know what that does, but go ahead and smash that like button if you have not already. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts. Here we go. Now, guys, I will warn you. Okay, voice might go out early tonight. Yeah, I'll just say that. Hopefully it doesn't, but it might. I was struggling through the premium live stream today. Yeah, not feeling the greatest, but as long as my voice holds up, we're cooking through all of this. But let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. First off, let's go ahead and I want to come up to these higher time frames because, as you know, that is where the bearish signals lurk. But you guys can see here, we still have our confirmed blood diamond on the weekly time frame. VWAP getting another little drop to the downside here as our money flow drops back into the red, guys. The money flow is dropping back into the red. See, my camera's a little off center. That's obnoxious. But money flow back in the red on the weekly, guys. This is not a great sign, especially with that VWAP coming straight down. Coming down to our 6-day, continuing on here. 6-day VWAP getting rejected at that zero line. Money flow still in the green, but your VWAP getting rejected pretty heavily there. Taking a look at your 5-day, VWAP also rejected there as well. 4-day VWAP rejected. Your 3-day got VWAP rejected again. And the 2-day, guys, the 2-day is really what's not looking good. Obviously, we did print that blood diamond on our 2-day time frame. Now, not only do we have this blood diamond, guys, we also did pull somewhat of a VWAP flop here as we got that green dot printing on the 2-day, which is typically a decently good signal, right? Yeah, shout out to Incognito. says red is good, and I could not agree with you anymore, bro. I agree. But you can see here, we did print this green dot right here on our 2-day, and then only took one more candle to flop back over. You could see the VWAP base barely got over that zero line, a little pop up, ripped right back to the downside, printed that red dot. This is something that we call a VWAP flop, and I do consider this to be more of a bearish sign because it shows that the bulls tried to push up, right? And they were very short-lived here. They were like, oh, yeah, we're going to go up. Nope. And just absolutely stepped on by the bears. And to add insult to injury, we did print that blood diamond, which could indicate a brutal move to the downside. Could. Keyword could. None of these are 100%. However, we did get that 2-day blood diamond now printing. Now, I believe we had a 2-day blood diamond recently while we were printing this daily blood diamond. I'm sorry, this is from yesterday. When we were printing this blood diamond, we also had a blood diamond pop up on the 2-day. However, it did not confirm, and we wound up getting a little push up. So we have to be ready for that, right? We have to wait for this to confirm. You have 2 hours and 9 minutes for this to get locked in, and you do have this on your Heikinashis and your regular candles for whatever that's for what that's worth. But yeah, we're gonna wait. Gotta see if this confirms in about 2 hours and 9 minutes. But if it does confirm, guys, the last 2-day blood diamond that we got on regular candles, at least, was, now I will say this, I believe Market Cipher was designed for Heikinashi candles, but a lot of the times, if you switch between your Heikinashi and your regular candles, you will see your signals are slightly different. You see that blood diamond down here on your Heikins, but the blood diamond was all the way up here on your regular candles, so I do always toggle back and forth to kind of compare and contrast where these signals pop up, but with that being said, guys, something very interesting here is if you measure this blood diamond, it does wind up bringing you down about 26%. And if you go ahead and measure from the top of this candle, meaning the top of the blood diamond candle, and you bring this down about 25 or 26%, it does bring you to about $21,500, which is very interesting for a very specific reason that I'll get into in just a second. But again, no guarantees this plays out to 26%. But if this does play out and bring us down 26%, I will show you why that may make sense. Coming on over to the daily, obviously, we did confirm that blood diamond yesterday, as it did indicate more downside, right? Our first blood diamond did give us a little move, then we got a little retrace, and now we have double blood diamonds on the daily, right? That is not the best sign at all. Nothing on your Heikins, but on the regular candles, you do have those 2 blood diamonds, in which case could wind up being a pretty bearish sign. I'm trying to see if there was a time. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there was a time where we had double blood diamonds on the daily in the recent past. Typically, when you get double blood diamonds like this, guys, it could mark a significant top. But I don't know if we've ever had that on the daily before. Here you go. Yeah, see, that was foreshadowing a pretty big move, right? Not only, this is obviously back in 2018, but you got the blood diamonds. Not only was it foreshadowing potentially this move, but it could have been potentially foreshadowing this bigger move incoming. But this was, about a 4% drop. But, it's not guaranteed to play out exactly the same, but I did just kind of want to point that out. You do have the double blood diamonds on your daily. Definitely more of a bearish look than a bullish look. And as far as money flow goes, actually, money flow doesn't look too horrible here. I'll be honest with you. Money flow is kind of flat. I would like to see it come up, but you are just kind of flat with your money flow here. But again, your real bearish case here is on that 2-day. Definitely not looking the best. Taking a look at your 16-hour money flow back in the red. 16-hour money flow looking for that crossover back into the red. Coming down to some of these lower hourly time frames or medium hourly time frames. Your 8-hour VWAP is rolling back to the upside. So I will say this, guys, also potentially looking to print a green dot here soon as well. So, obviously nothing goes down in a straight line. Obviously, there are going to be bounces along the way. So in the short term, we do have, come on. There we go. We do have a 2-hour green dot, actually snake eyes on your 2 hours printing. So, short-term bounce to the upside may not be unlikely here as we are coming up to some levels of support, which we're going to take a look at right now. But again, kind of on these higher time frames, biggest bear case here is on the 2-day. 3-day no blood diamond, 4-day no blood diamond, 5-day no blood diamond, 6 and weekly is fine as well. But definitely your bearish case lies on the 2-day there with the blood diamond. Now, one thing we have to realize here, guys, is that not only are we getting that 2-day blood diamond, but we did get a move down off of this, and it does somewhat complete our head and shoulders formation that we have printing here that we were looking at all last week. And this could potentially be bearish, right? What better way to break down out of a head and shoulders than, printing a blood diamond on the 2-day may be kind of the way we see this play out. But again, let's dig a little bit deeper in here. The reason I bring up this head and shoulders is because this candle did wind up bringing us down close to the lows of our range, which obviously you guys know is not where I am getting overly bearish. Now I'm going to pull up this chart from the market update this morning. Obviously, I will just go ahead and unhide this or come up to a higher time frame. You'll see here is that head and shoulders that we've been looking at basically all last week. Now, this is typically a bearish pattern. This will break down more than it breaks up. And, I don't even know how you would say a head and shoulders does break up. But, I guess technically we were kind of completing the pattern here and then we broke up. But this is definitely still in play, at least in my opinion. Hey, shout out to Hector. Shout out to you, man. Welcome to the Hitmen. Appreciate you for getting that membership. And don't let this distract you. That Hector. I'm not even going to try to do that quote. I forget who usually says it. Whoever says that Fast and the Furious quote, please go ahead and throw that in there. Shout out to Hector. But it was like, whoever saw Fast and the Furious, they say, don't let this distract you from the fact that Hector just purchased 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines and T66 turbos. If you're part of the mafia, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he looks like a hunchback and shoulders. Yeah, absolutely, Creighton C. This is definitely more of a messy head and shoulders, but it could wind up playing out, especially now that we've come down to our value area low. Now, if you guys remember to any of my market updates recently or any of my live streams, we were looking at this head and shoulders formation with that neckline coming in right at the same level as our value area low, or, very, very close here. I'll just extend this out a little bit, trying to get that level a little bit lower. Depending on what exchange you look at, your value area low will likely be here at 27,250, or it might even be a little bit lower, closer to about 26,900. But right for me, the value area low is coming in at about $26,250. And we were talking about if we get down, when price does wind up coming down to these range lows, I am not getting overly bearish. I am going to be looking for longs, which I am in a long position right now from the lows of this range. Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can pull that up for you guys. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Oh, no, I timed out. I got to relog in. But basically, guys, I am not getting super, super bearish until we lose the bottom of this the bottom of this white box, which does come in at about $26,400. Even $26,500, between $26,500 and $26,400 is really that level that I am looking at to potentially expect more downside for Bitcoin, right? So if we wind up breaking back down below here, not really getting overly bearish, it's not until we lose this white box decisively that I will expect a quick move down to this next blue box, which does start at about $25,300. Now, again, if you guys watch my market update, this will be very familiar to you because you probably just watched me talk about this exact thing. Shout out to Crypto Ronnie, says, bing bang. Shout out to you, bro. But if we break this white box and cannot get back above, that is where I am looking for a quicker move down to about 25.3, which is where our next major level of support begins. You could even take a look right here at about $25,465, where you have that 786 fib level. So that is likely going to get worked into the support as well, right? So we also do have a little spike in volume here at about 25,884. But again, in general, this is a pretty big fall off in volume. This is just a small spike. So I would expect that to essentially just wind up being somewhat of turbulence on the way down, right? A little bing bong, can't get back above it. That's where you fall through the gap. Maybe you wind up getting a little bounce off this level. You stick to this level a little bit, but then you can see pretty big gap here and a pretty big gap right here. So it's probably, once you lose that white box, it's going to be more likely that you do get to a revisit of that $25,300 level, which not only is going to bring you down to retest these highs, but you also have your previous value area that we traded in back here, which is going to become very important to keep an eye on if we wind up getting this move down, right? And kind of if we get this head and shoulders to play out in full, Basically, the measured move, at least according to TradingView, the technical target of this head and shoulders would bring you all the way down to this point of control at about $23,000 even. Now, like I said, if we come down deeper here, this previous area of consolidation, more specifically, the value area high of this range, the POC, and the value area low of this range are going to become very important levels to watch, because once we start losing $25,000, now, Mafia, I hate to be the guy that always talks about the volume profiles, but good God, do they work. And I'm going to show you how we use the volume profile to predict this move down to these range lows. I'm going to show you how he did that in a second. But first off, I want to tell you that we have to be looking at this previous range, especially if price is going to break below this white box. We have to watch that level, because if we lose this white box again, next likely spot to go to is going to be about between 25.4 and 25K, right? Between the 786 and the value area high coming in at $25,000. Now, again, part of the reason why this is going to be such an important level is, number one, obviously, it's our value area high. We have these, we got rejected right here. We also got rejected right here, right? So that is going to be obviously going to be support on the way down, right? It was resistance on the way up. It's likely going to be support on the way down. Now, not only that, but also $25,000, you could consider a psychological level of support, right? It's not, I mean, I guess it is kind of, it's not really like an even number, but it's a nice whole number, right? It's 25K, right? It's also like a big psychological number. It's like, oh, can we make it to 25K? It's just that psychological whole number of 25 makes it a very high, makes it a high point of interest, highly sought after level. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it will make it a very, very interesting level to watch, right? Because you're likely to get some kind of a bounce on it, but not only is it important because we're looking for bounces, but also because if we break below that $25,000 level, we now know that we could be getting accepted back into that previous area of balance, and we know that right here, I'm going to draw a horizontal line on that value area high. If we lose that value area high and cannot get back above it, where is the next level that price is likely to go? I'll let, let's see, Creighton C, you want to take it? Take it away. Give us the answer. Very good. Once you get below that value area high and you can't get back above, correct. Creighton C, I knew you were smart. You're going to likely get sucked straight to that POC. Right, because we know once you get accepted below the value area high, the next likely place for price to go is going to be that point of control, which right now is coming in at 23K. And that's why if we lose 25K, I will expect this head and shoulders to play out in full and bring us down to that point of control at 23K. So you kind of see confluence here, right? If we get accepted below the value area high, it's likely we're going to go to the POC. And at that point, it would make a lot of sense because the technical measured move of this head and shoulders is $23,000, right? So it would make a lot of sense to get a move down there. Doesn't mean we're definitely going to get that, but now you know if we do get a move down, if you're expecting to get to that 23K level, you know $25,000 is going to be that level that you have to break. You're not just looking at a random level of support and saying, hey, if we break 25K, maybe we can make it down to $23,000. You're thinking, hey, if we get below 25K, I know that it's going to be more likely than not, because of the way the volume profiles behave, that we get a move down to that POC. So it gives you context into why it's important to be watching that level. It's not just important because it's important. It's important because it's the value area high of your previous range. And you know that due to the volume profiles, you're likely, if to break that level, to get sucked down to your point of control, right? We're not just making it up. So that is why I'm watching that level very, very closely, right? And just to really hammer home this stuff, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these brushes real quick. And, how did we wind up getting a move to the bottom of this range? Or how did I know? If you guys remember from last week on the live stream, on the BitBoy Crypto channel, on my market updates, we were looking at $28,065, right? I was calling for $28,065. I was calling for $28,050. Depending on what exchange you're looking at, that number will vary slightly, right? Now, the fact that, the reason I was looking at that number, guys, was because, again, we were looking at the value area levels. We were looking at the value area high of our current range, which is coming in at about 29,200. If you guys were tuned in last week, you will know, right? We were looking for a break above this level here at 28.8K. because that's our doorway to higher prices. Not because we like to just make up a level and then say, hey, if we break this level, we're going higher. We know that's our doorway to higher prices, because if I hide this value area right here, you could see that this was a previous value area low. So what typically happens when you hop on top of a value area low? Well, the chances of getting accepted back into this area of balance, this white box, which is just a value area that I pulled from all the way back here and just extrapolated those levels over here. And we knew that once we get above that level, it's likely going to be the doorway to higher prices, right? Now, we were looking at that back here, and we came up, got accepted back into the value area, got to move to the POC because that's the next likely place to go once you hold support on the value area low. And then once we held support on the POC, we came right up to the value area high, just as expected, right? Just because we were looking at the volume profiles. And most recently, last week, we were looking to get above this level to potentially get a shot up to 30K. Now, what happened? We got to move above that level, right? We held on top of that value area low, and we got to move up. We actually wicked up almost to 30K. We wicked up to about almost 29.9. Right? 29,888, right? 29,888. That's where we wicked up to. We just missed that 30K level. However, we knew to expect that move up once we got back into this value area because of the previous value area low acting as support. Now, with that being said, we were looking at two levels last week, right? And one of them was that 28.8K level, right? Being that previous value area low because we knew it was our doorway to higher prices. And on the way down, we knew that it was going to be our doorway to lower prices. We knew that once we came back down here, if it didn't act as support, and once we broke down from that level, we were going to get accepted back into our current value area, which is simply just right here, right? We knew once we broke that 28.8K level, we were going to decisively be accepted back into this area of balance, this current value area, and the next likely stop was going to be that point of control at about $28,065. And what happened, guys? What happened? We lost that 28.8K level, right? We lost that 28.8K level. As soon as we lost it, quick move down to your POC. We almost tapped it to the dollar, $28,065. Actually, this wick, where is it? Well, yeah. Basically came down almost perfectly to $28,066, right? And then at that point, we're waiting to lose that level. Once we lose that level, if we can't get back above, where are we going to go? We're likely going to go revisit the value area low. And what happened? We lost the POC, bearish retest, straight to the value area low. Does anybody see this? Does anybody see this? It's almost like every single stream, I'm able to come on here and show how these value areas, play out to our favor almost every single time. Not 100%, but almost every single time. So that's how we were that's why I was calling for that level last week at about $28,065, right? Or $28,050. And now, just like the same way that we were looking for that, that's how we were expecting to move down to the value area low. And now we are sitting at these range lows, which obviously last week I was saying I am not getting overly bearish here. I am looking for longs, and I am currently in that long position right now here on, there we go, on BitGet. There you go. Up just a tad bit here. It is kind of playing with my entry here. I'm in the red, I'm in the green, I'm in the red, I'm in the green, I'm in the red, I'm in the green. But we're going to see if this winds up playing out. This is a trade that we did put in the premium Discord. So shout out to everybody in the kitchen, because that's what I like to call the premium Discord. But yeah, we are in this position. I don't just say I'm going long at these range lows, guys. I actually do take the trades. So again, not really getting overly bearish here. Obviously, if I'm longing these levels, again, not really getting super bearish until we lose that 26.5 to 26.4 level, and then that's where you get that quick volume gap. And then once you get to 25K, you're just playing the value area game, looking for acceptance back into this range. Once you get accepted back in, just like we were looking at up here when we lost, and look at look at how we got rejected, guys. We broke below the value area high, bearishly retested almost to the dollar. Breakdown, wicked up, retested, broke down, and at this moment, right, we're below the current value area low, and then the previous value area, we broke below the previous value area high, kind of warning us that, hey, you might get accepted back into this range, warning of some downside, right? But then we knew we had this value area low from the previous range that could have saved us but it didn't. And we knew at that point, you're already accepted back into the range for the most part. Once you lose this level, you're expecting a quick move down again to the POC and the value area low, just like we will do the same thing here when price starts tapping on that value area high. If we break down, bearishly retest, that's where you're expecting to move down to your POC. So I hope that makes sense. I hate to sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but this stuff works, guys. If you tune into the live stream, you will remember that $28,065 level. You will remember us looking for a move to the bottom of the range, and hopefully you're seeing it play out in real time, and hopefully you're looking at this stuff on your own charts, trying to see where, trying to backtest this and learn it yourself so you could see these moves before they actually happen like I do, right? Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and continue on, guys. That is basically what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. So be very careful. Not only do we have the blood diamond on the 2-day, but your money flow is also coming out on some of these higher hourly time frames. 16-hour coming down. We are also getting very close to completing that head and shoulders. So again, not freaking out if we push into the white box, but we break that white box at 26.4. That's where we're looking for more downside. So just be very careful out there. I am also in a short, guys, that I got into. I typically don't trade on the weekends. Let me go ahead and pull this up really quickly. I am in a short from essentially the exact breakdown, right? I am basically short on the exact breakdown. Hopefully this short, sorry, guys. Hopefully this short winds up playing out like it did back here, and hopefully we can eat all these gains. But I am short from about, thank you, Mrs. Candles, for cooling off the room. Oh, God, guys, Mrs. Candles has got the shades on inside. What are you, a movie star? Whoa, Mrs. Candles is famous, guys. She's got her shades on inside. Hey, flex, sister. I'm here for it. Anyway. She said, don't call me sister. Yeah, I won't anymore. Now, on second thought, that's weird. Anyway, shout out to the 899 people in here, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button if you're finding any kind of value in this content. If you learned anything about a value area or just showing my trades gave you some insight, guys, smash that like button. It's the easiest, most free way for you guys to push this content out to more people, to turn the Candle Mafia into an even more bigger, unstoppable force than we already are. But it also helps with mass adoption, or at least I like to think so. But obviously, guys, I am short from up here, and maybe I'll get into a little bit later in the stream. Maybe I'll get into this. There were some things when I was looking at CVD where I expected some sort of a move from the downside. There were some things popping up on exo charts that made me kind of go short. You guys know I don't like to enter in on breakouts or breakdowns, if you break up or break down. Typically, I like to wait for a retest, but I did just ape right into this trade because I was looking at exo charts and there were things pointing to a move to the downside where I felt confident enough to not wait for the retest. I don't recommend doing that, but that's the truth about how I got into the trade. So maybe I'll go give a little bit of insight into why I got into that trade. However, basically, just looking at the key levels, guys, if I wasn't looking at any indicator or any, exo charts or Coinalyze, I wasn't looking at anything, I would have at least known that, notice my entry is very close to a key level, right? This entry is eerily close to 28.8K, isn't it? Right? Because I knew once we broke that 28.8K level again, let me go ahead and one more time here. That 28.8K level was, I knew once we broke that 28.8K level that we would likely get a move. Where is it? There we go, right? Once we broke that 28.8K level right here, I knew it was going to be likely to come to the POC and potentially the range lows. So just looking at these key levels could have given you insight to, let you know, hey, we're losing a key level here. You potentially could have just aped in on that fact. I don't recommend doing that, but you had that on your side as well, on top of the things I saw on exo charts as well as Market Cypher that got me into that trade. So I am in a short, and I am now in this new long, which is an absolute roller coaster ride. We're up even more now, but we'll probably be in the red in 2 seconds. It is a higher leverage trade, guys. As you guys know, I typically don't trade with very high leverage. I did enter this position with 50x leverage because of the way I got into the trade. It's not that I decided to be extra risky on this. It was I'm using a different kind of strategy with that doesn't require higher leverage, but yeah, just understand that I'm not always out here trading with 50x leverage. Typically, when you guys see me get into a trade if you guys see me in a trade with super high leverage, it is typically the leverage has been cranked after I was in profit, right? Typically, I will let the trade get into profit, then I'll crank my leverage up after I'm in profit. But that is not the case here. I entered this position on 50x leverage because of the way I actually entered the position. But I'm not going to get too far into that right now. But there you guys go. That is basically what I am looking at. So I am short from the top, and I am hopefully long from the bottom as well. I should probably take some profits on that short. But as you can see here on Bitcoin, as Darren pointed out, we did print and confirm this little 1 hour bullish divergence here, which likely is the thing that gave us that push to the upside. We also have Snake Eyes now confirmed on the 2 hour time frame, which could potentially give us a little bit of a more bigger move up. First level of decent resistance I will be looking at will be this level here at about $28,065, because again, once you bounce off that value area low, then you get support on the value area low. Next likely spot for price to go is that point of control, which is coming in at $28,065. So there's a little breakdown of what how I am handling everything, guys. Those are the trades I'm in, and those are the key levels to look for. So I would have to lean a little bit more bearish in the medium term, but again, nothing goes down in a straight line. You have to expect these bounces and these retraces back to the upside. So yeah, that is, I would lean a little bit more bearish in the longer term or medium term. However, this short-term bounce would not be unlikely. And then again, that line in the sand is going to be this level here at $26,400 for me to flip full bear. Looking for that move down to 25K. So guys, that is what I'm thinking about Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and check in on chat real quick, and then we'll go ahead and move on to maybe the DXY, maybe a little bit of Ethereum, and then maybe we'll take a look at those altcoins. Shout out to Pepe. Yeah, shout out to Pepe. And we'll take a look at some of the meme coins as well. If you guys saw my market update, I did take a look at Pepe and gave some levels to the downside that I would be watching. One of those levels was down here, and now it has made a I will say this, guys. I will say this. Not a bad recovery. Let me get rid of these brushes so you guys can see a little better. I will say this, guys. Not a bad recovery on Pepe. I don't know if the correction's over. It could be a short-term bounce. But as you guys know, we were looking, if we lost this level, we were looking for a move down to this level, which we did get. If we lost this level, likely we were coming down here. But we did reclaim this level of support, or we are currently reclaiming this level of support. One thing I don't love about this is the money flow continuing to come out on your 2 hour, and then, 3 hour money flow coming out heavily, and then your, 4 hour money flow coming out as well. This thing was not going to go up in a straight line, guys. So this was bound to happen. I'm just pissed that I didn't short it on the way down. But if we go ahead and pull some of our fibs here, oh no, that's where that golden pocket came from. But what if we pull our golden pocket all the way to here? There you go, guys. That was a golden pocket retest, a nice golden pocket retest. I would look for a potential pullback into the 786 down here at about, 0.00000011, right? I would look for a move down to this level if we can hold this golden pocket. But if we hold that golden pocket, that would be a very good sign for Pepe, in my opinion. I didn't mean to look at Pepe right now. We'll come back to this. But I did see, let's see. Apples Up North. Was that you? Shout out to Apples Up North for gifting those 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Let's go. Shout out to Apples Up North. Absolutely savage out there with the memberships. One of our top membership gifters. I know the Candle Mafia appreciate you, Apples. And so does Frankie Candles for sure. Shout out to Apples Up North. We love you. Let's see. Shout out to Just Data from Blockchain. Says, Pepe is starting the meme bull market. JDB is starting the bull market. Utility coins. JDB is going to start the bull market for utility coins with its amazing DApp on ETH. Check it out, Frankie. Shout out to Just Data from the Blockchain, which I don't think that's an actual user. I think that's just pure data from the blockchain, if I had to guess. Shout out to you, man. I do appreciate that super chat so much. I'll have to check out JDB. Maybe we'll take a look at the chart. Again, guys, I don't know what JDB is, but we can always take a look at the chart. Shout out to you. Mods, if we can add that to the list, I would go ahead and maybe we'll go ahead and take a look at that. And shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob, already asking for those altcoin requests. Let's go. Bing bong. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. We appreciate you, man. But yeah, guys. Oh, Ken Smith with the 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. Shout out to Kenton Smith. Let's go, bro. Shout out to you. Let's go, Kenton. Who got one? We got Minted Og. Let's go. We got Rick, Error 404, Vact, Kevin Davis, and that's it. That's everybody who got a membership. Shout out to you guys. Welcome to the familia. But let's go ahead and continue on, guys. Like I said, we wanted to check in on chat. Well, we read some super chats. I don't think anyone could have shorted Pepe since it isn't in any derivative trading. Yeah, so you're right. I think they did add it to a couple of things. It may be on BingX now. There we go. Long starting to play out a little bit here, guys. Up a little bit more on the Bitcoin long. Those 1 hour bull divs very rarely lie. And shout out to the premium Discord. Neither do the levels. But continuing on here, guys, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Actually, I want to check in on the DXY. I'm really just going to look at this, guys. If there's nothing really to talk about, I'm not. Yeah. We're basically in the same situation that we've been in, just holding and trying to hold this key level. I guess, hang on. Let's pull up the level here. Bada boom, bada bing. That's ETH looking at the DXY. There you go, right? This is basically the level we've been looking at on the DXY. Just before we get into the altcoins here, I do want to take a look because this is important. Again, this white box is our key level of support. The DXY just barely holding on here. If we lose this white box, that's where I'm looking for a move down to about 99.34, in which case could wind up being pretty bullish for Bitcoin if we do get that breakdown. But as of right now, we are holding support. Daily VWAP is starting to work its way towards that zero line, looking for the green dot. 12-hour green dot printing, money flow working its way up. Might be time to get a little bounce here on the DXY, but this is the key level I'm watching, guys. If we lose the bottom of this blue box at about 184 or 108.43, that's where I'm expecting to move down to these other levels where it would likely wind up being pretty bullish for Bitcoin. So that's what I'm looking. And then Incognito says Ethereum looks just as good as Ethereum. And as you guys know, that's how you say that word. It's Ethereum. It's not Ethereum. Everybody says it wrong. I say it right. Your grandmother says it right. Ethereum. I'm just kidding, guys. If you're an OG, you get that joke. But let's see. Continuing on here, taking a look at Ethereum. Now, I do want to come down to some of these lower time frames, and let me get rid of these brushes. A little bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, and then we'll do a little bong, and then we'll, there you go, get rid of this bing, bong here, too. Shout out to Just Data from the Blockchain, said, thank you for the love, brother, keep killing it. Shout out to it's weird, it's like Data from the Blockchain seems like it's like a person. It sounds like it has a personality. It's very strange, but we know it's Just Data from the Blockchain. Shout out to you, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, brother, and no problem. Hey. Part of this show is interacting with chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for being here. But taking a look at Ethereum, let me see if I can pull up a little bit of a cleaner chart here so we're not looking at a mess of lines. So this is the level. This is the chart that we've been looking at on the channel. Taking a look at the 4-hour, guys. Now, obviously, we're in a very similar situation that we are on Bitcoin. You do have that head and shoulders, or you did have that head and shoulders, and Ethereum came back down and visited the lows of the range where we were what? Not getting bearish. Exactly. We were getting bullish because we were approaching support looking for longs. I will be very transparent. I did not take this long. However, this setup did present itself for an absolutely savage long position. And now we are basically eating all that back up, and we are back at the range lows. And again, not getting overly bearish just yet. For me, pulling up the VPVR, for me, I would start getting more bearish on Ethereum once we start losing this level at about 8, let me zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, I mean, once we start losing these level, what is the level I really want to go with here? I would say, I mean, if we lose these range lows essentially at about 18.13 or 18.15, that's where I would expect a move all the way down potentially to your value area low, coming in at $1,700 even. And then again, if we get that breakdown, looking for a potential move to the previous point of control, coming in at 1635, and then the bottom of this value area, right? The value area low of this range is going to be pinnacle support, right? Because if this is still considered a head and shoulders. Now, you guys know I'm not the biggest pattern trader. I don't trade just based off of patterns, but if I did, this could still potentially be considered a head and shoulders, right? Just like on Bitcoin. So If this winds up breaking down and we cannot get back above these levels, meaning this local value area low at about $1,800, and we can't get back above this level, I would look for a move down to this value area low coming in at $1,700, right? Very, very, very similar to Bitcoin. Now, once you lose this level, the problem here is that the measured move for the breakdown of this head and shoulders, the technical target brings you down to about 1550, which is the value area low of that previous range, right? Now, it's very similar to the value area low of the previous range we were just looking at on Bitcoin, coming in at that, let me see, where was it? That previous value area low down here. God, where's that chart? Hang on. Bear with me, guys. Here we go, right? This value area low right down here at about $22,300, right? So very, very similar. I kind of compared these levels on ETH and Bitcoin. This value area low is very similar to the value area low we just looked at on Ethereum. But again, that measured move does bring you down to the value area low of this range, which is coming in at 1550 is the measured move, bringing you down to the value area low of that previous range. And then again, if we lose this key level at 1800, the first big move down, or the first big level I'd expect to hit is that $1,700 even level right about here. So yeah, and then this POC will likely give you a decent bit of support. You can see this massive high volume node right here. That is likely to give you some kind of a reaction, when you get down there. So I will say it's probably going to be quite a battle to get back down to 1550, but it doesn't mean it can't happen, especially when you get the technical target of that head and shoulders, if it is still valid there, does make a lot of sense. All right, let's go ahead. Stomp on that like button, people. Shout out to everybody in here. We still got 852 people tuned in. Smash that like button, guys. We're going for 650 likes. If we get 650 likes, I will spin the wheel 15 times, ending up in way more crypto given away, and I may even add one of these Frankie Candles hats to the giveaway. And shout out to Peter Gorman, says, bop that like button, baby. Let's go. Bing, bong. Let's get it, baby. Apples Up North said, that's a lie. Don't believe me. Said, press the like button or I'll never buy memberships again. Oh, baby, Apples Up North just bringing in the threats. Let's go in true Mafia fashion. Let's get it. Smash up that like button, guys. We're going for 650 tonight. I think we could get 650. I know we can get 650. We haven't hit a like goal in quite some time, but 650 is an attainable goal for tonight's stream. And we have 867 people in here, so that only means that, less than all of you have to click that like button one time. But let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. Rob says the altcoin votes are in. Let's go ahead and let him count up those votes. He'll let us know what coins we're going to be looking at, guys. But I guess we can go ahead and start off with PP. Taking a look at PP. Jumping on in here, right? We kind of already covered this, but I will just go over it briefly one more time for you meme coin degenerates out there. We got a bunch of meme coin degenerates in the CandleMafia for sure. Let's do it. But taking a look here, obviously we were looking at some of these levels. Obviously, this golden pocket is going to be very, very key, guys. Because, oh god, nice little swing failure there. You might get a bounce here, to be honest with you. But, this golden pocket at about, point whatever zeros 1.8, if we're able to hold that, that would be bullish, in my opinion, and would be somewhat of a healthy higher low here for a potential continued move to the upside. However, be very careful with the meme coins, guys, because if this thing decides to continue to break down, it could melt down very, very quickly. If we lose this white box, next level I'm looking at will be basically this value area high from this previous range. And then obviously the acceptance below that level could make you range around back in that range. However, once you start breaking these lows, guys, that is where, Pepe starts to get a bit dangerous, right? Because you only got this one last little piece of technical support until there's a big goose egg underneath you, and then the rest of the volume is trading all down here, right? Basically, the rest of the volume is all the way down here. So if you don't get a bounce off of, point 0.0000006, that's, honestly, you don't even really want to break these levels you don't want to break these levels either, right? If you break these levels, you could see there's not much volume up here. Most of the volume is here, and price is naturally going to hunt out that volume. So just be very careful. You start breaking some of these levels, it's going to become quicker and quicker of a move down, So just be very careful with Pepe. Not saying that it can't continue to pump. Just be very careful because, just look where the volume is. You got another spike down here, down at these levels at about point whatever 6.1 and point whatever 8.2. You start losing that range. That's where you're looking for a big move down to point whatever 3. So just be careful. Those are the levels I would be watching. You guys can screenshot this and take a look at them. But to be 100% honest with you, it's pretty easy to spot these technical targets, right? Got resistance here. That's likely going to be support on the way down. Resistance here. That's likely going to be support on the way down, which it was, right? And then down here, that was resistance on the way up. So it's going to be support on the way down, most likely. And you can see as you got rejected right here, you also got to bounce off that level on your way up. So those are just kind of the major levels I would look. And then again, once you lose this level, basically a big goose egg all the way down to this range down here. So be very careful with Pepe. Peter Gorman says Pepe to the moon. I say Pepe to the moon. But just be careful, right? I don't want anyone to get it twisted because we've been looking at some of the meme coins, and I just want to make it very clear. Meme coins print millionaires all the time. So you can make a ton of money with your meme coin. Just please take profit when you're there, right? And if you're not going to take profit, just understand that what you're doing is very risky. And that's fine if you understand that. But, if this is the top for Pepe, everyone's going to be wishing they took profits. Just please take profits. Pepe, most meme coins wind up being scams anyway, but it doesn't mean you can't capitalize and make money on them. Just be smart about it. Don't get greedy like I did with SafeMoon when I bought it the second day it came out, and I turned like no money into a whole lot of money and then watched it all go back down to zero. Do not do what I did. And I knew better at the time too, right? Like people were telling me like, hey man, that was a pretty big gain. You should probably take profits. I'm like, you don't tell me, okay? You don't tell me when to take profits. I know when to take profits. And then it went to zero. So just understand that stuff happens to me too, guys. So if you're feeling like, no, these people are crazy, don't tell me to take profits. I know this thing's going. No one knows, especially with meme coins. Nobody knows where this stuff is going. And even, with meme coins, the odds are already stacked against you anyway. So just take those profits when they're there. Buy the meme coins, not financial advice. Please. It's some of the best money in crypto is made on meme coins. Just please pay yourselves. Please pay yourselves. Let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see. But it was safe and it moons. Day Digital. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm kidding. I knew even at that time that SafeMoon was likely a scam, which I'll be honest, guys, I feel like SafeMoon is the poster child for scams. I don't think it was a scam. Like, I don't think it ever rugged, which is interesting because it's like the poster child for scam coin, and I don't think it ever rugged. I really don't. I mean, it definitely went up and then went to zero, but I don't think it rugged. Like, it was kind of like a healthy bounce down. So very interesting, but lesson learned, right? Like, learn a lesson from me. I thought it was just getting started, and then it went down. It actually came back up, but not nearly as much as it did originally. So just be careful with the meme coins. Please, make your money, people. Make your money. Get in there. Make your money. Just understand it's risky, and just make sure you pay yourself. I want you guys to make money. So, but there you go. There's Pepe. Those are the levels I would be looking at on the way down. Thank you, Rob, for letting me know the altcoins are pinned. Shout out to Peter Gorman. Says, give me that guap with guac. Give me that guap with guac. Give me that guap. It's not even a song. I sang that thinking that he was singing a song, but he wasn't. But let's go, guys. Let's go ahead and continue on to some of these altcoins. JDB. Shout out to Just Information from the Blockchain. I forget the exact name. But let's go ahead and check out JDB. Pancake swap. I assume this is what we're looking at here. Okay. Maybe not. I hope not. I hope not, because if it is, it just went to zero. Oh, right to zero. That's probably not it, though. Let's see. JDB? Is it this one? Okay. All right. Well, maybe we can't look at JDB. It either doesn't exist or it went to zero. But yeah, I assume from what I assume from what they said in the super chat, this is probably not it. But that's kind of the that's why we don't look at all the altcoins that people talk about, because they're kind of hard to find sometimes, especially if they're lower cap. But let's go ahead and take a look at Arbitrum. Take a look at the KuCoin Tether chart, and let's go ahead and get it. Okay. Let's see. Taking a look at Arbitrum. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Well, if anybody wanted to pick up cheap Arbitrum, it does look, it's on sale, guys. It is on sale. Let's go ahead and take a look here on the 4-hour time frame. Double yellow X's absolutely wrecked you there. Is Bitcoin? I mean, is everything? Yeah, I guess we're still getting a little bit of a bounce on Bitcoin. I'll take that. But yeah, Arbitrum getting an absolute nuke city. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Arweave. Now that was a good example of a rug. Yeah, I guess that was. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it was definitely went to zero, whatever it was. But let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, double yellow X has absolutely brought you down. Now, hey guys, listen. This is not a bad look, right? I mean, it's a bad look for price, but it's if you were looking to get into Arbitrum, like think of this as another chance to get in, right? Now, I guess you have to think about the possibility of everybody calling for 10K. You have to, if that winds up coming true, maybe wind up being a pretty bad time to buy Arbitrum. But if that doesn't play out, likely this is pretty cheap Arbitrum right now. But again, you have to understand that anything can happen in these markets, guys. That's why, even me, if you ask me, I say it is much, 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 much more likely that the bottom is in than not. But you guys will struggle to find me saying that there is zero chance of going lower. It is so hard for someone to decisively say there is zero chance. And if you have someone out there claiming to know 100% what is going to happen, please run far, far away because they're lying to you. They're lying to you, and I know that for a fact. That's not my opinion. Nobody knows, right? Everybody probably thought that if you look at Bitcoin, everybody and their grandma was probably, let me tell you, because I was there during the bear market, right? Everybody, let's pull up the Bitstamp chart, everybody and their grandma, right? Boom. That's the bottom. That's the bottom. Oh my God. Told you. Bull runs back on. Boom. That's the bottom. We double bottomed. This is the bull run. This is the bull. Boom. That was the bottom. Triple bottom. This is the bull run. Boom. Right? Oh God, this thing's dead. This thing is so boring. This has got to be the bottom. Oh my God, this is totally the bottom. Oh my God, the bull runs back on. We're almost at all-time highs. Oh my God. Boom. Right back down to the bottom. Nobody was expecting Bitcoin to go back down to 3K, guys. Everybody up here was calling for 100K, right? No one thought this thing was going back down to 3. But you can't predict, things that happen in March of 2020. You can't predict that stuff, right? So anyone telling you that the bottom is 100% in, zero chance of going lower, could they be likely right? Right? Like, is there a more likely chance that that's the case? Sure. But just, I'd be very careful about the people calling for 100% because all it takes is one crazy news event, which the odds do seem to be stacked in Bitcoin's favor. Like, what's going to happen? The more banks are going to go down? Cool. Bitcoin's going to yeet to the moon if that happens, right? So, I guess some of the black swans might work in our favor in this case. But my point is no one knows 100%, right? Everybody thought the bottom was in. I mean, the bottom was in technically, but no one thought we were going back down to $3,800. But we did, right? So I'm just telling you guys be careful, right? But let's go ahead and continue on here with Arbitrum. I mean, can't really do much more TA on this. Come down to a little bit of a lower time frame. Look at the 4-hour. I mean, we can look at our volume, right? I'll just turn on the value area high, value area low, and point of control here. I mean, we're leaving the value area, guys. There's really no price history to go off of here. So very hard for me to predict. I mean, it's almost impossible for me to predict, where we're going to get support, right? But one thing I can look at is we can look at some of the higher time frames. Your daily VWAP coming straight down. It's not the best look. 2-day. See if we got any blood diamonds. No blood diamonds. But your 2-day, there's no information, right? It's very hard, 16-hour. It's like very hard to look at these charts because there's not a lot of price history. Looking for a 10-hour green dot pretty soon, right? So you're pretty oversold here. Not gonna lie, you're oversold on the 10-hour. You're oversold on the 16-hour. You're oversold on the daily. You're also outside of your value area, right? So you could also think of that as being oversold. So if we do get a short-term bounce here, I would look for a potential move up into your value area low, in which case I would be very careful of a rejection. But hey, Arbitrum getting absolutely crushed. And speaking of Arbitrum, let's take a look at a similar-looking chart. SUI. Take a look. Very similar setup here where it's basically just like a massive bull pennant that was forming, and now we have basically broken down out of that. Absolute huge move down for SUI. Going ahead and going from, let's just go from the breakdown of this value area low down about 18% out of that value area low, and we have even less price history on SUI, so it's even harder to predict what's going to happen here. But you got a nice bullish divergence here. Nice bullish divergence here on your 1 hour. That did give you a little pop to the upside, starting to roll back over with that VWAP, so be careful. But again, very hard to take a look at this as well. But I will say, pretty cheap SUI, compared to what we thought was going to happen. But yeah, shout out to Just Data from the Blockchain. Back at it again with the super chat. We appreciate you. He says, that was our previous chart. We just migrated. Okay, so that makes sense. Been building and innovating with our DApp for 7 months. And just migrated our contracts from BSC to ETH today. 3.2 million MC. Now, hey, 3.2 million market cap. I'll have to take a look at that Just Data from Blockchain. I do have to say this, guys. I don't know what this coin is. Just Data from the Blockchain seems like a trustworthy person, but as an influencer, I have to let you guys know that I don't know what this coin is. I'm not saying it is a scam. Just Data from Blockchain. We love you, but I can't say for certain that is not. So shout out to you guys. I'm gonna check you out. We'll see. I'll take a look at the project for sure. But this is not a promotion or anything like that. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for the super chat. I will definitely check out JDB. Also, I mean, it does make sense why this is at 0, right? They just migrated. So shout out to you, man. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead. Crypto Billy says, chop suey. Let's go. But let's see. Let's go. Looks like an upside down calls. Shout out to you guys. Let's go ahead and continue on. We got 880 people in here. Guys, I think we might hit 650 likes. I don't want to get cocky, but I think we're going to hit it, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button if you have not already. Let's go ahead and continue on here. Taking a look at Link. Let's take a look at Link. I was actually looking at Link last night, and I'm just looking at it, guys. I'm just linking at it. And I mean, listen. This is this thing. Link has been holding strong, guys. Link has been holding tough in this range, right? Ever since May. Ever since the May dump. Absolutely sticking to its guns within this range. Absolute insane accumulation zone right here. Very, very interesting. Now, it is going to be if we wind up breaking out of this range, and that is the last time you see these prices, that is going to be such a pretty chart. Like, hey, I'm getting rich. Sell, dump it, accumulate, launch, right? Just like one of the prettiest charts you can make. But just really respecting this range. I was looking at this last night, just like almost in awe. Just like, wow, man, look at this range just being respected ever since May. Absolutely nuts. But I mean, what can I do here as far as Link? I mean, it's speaking for itself in this range. I wouldn't offend Link and say it's going to break out of this range, guys. I just wouldn't offend Link like that. I mean, how dare I after it's held these lows so many times? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Obviously, this thing can go lower. But taking a look, we do have our red dot confirmed on our daily time frame. Taking a look at the 2-day. Take a look at the 2-day. Money flow starting to roll out. No blood diamond. Money flow starting to roll out. VWAP getting rejected at that 0 line. Money flow coming out on your 16-hour. Looking for a crossover on your 12. Taking a look at the 4-hour. Now, yeah, looking very similar to Bitcoin, right? 4-hour green dot, very close to printing. You probably got the 2-hour green dot. Also, bull div. Got the bull div with your higher lows. Your lower lows on your price action. With your higher lows on your momentum waves. And yeah, there you go. Getting a little bit of a bounce off of that. And yeah, I would, may continue this move up just a little bit off that 2-hour bull div. 4-hour green dot, again, creeping up in there, looking for the print. Snake eyes on your 3-hour. This looks almost the same as Bitcoin. And then again, just kind of looking at this insane range that we've been in. We could be... could get a short-term bounce and then a potential revisit of this value area low. Your next major level of support on Link is going to be this value area low at about $6.26. Let me see if we could find any confluence with any golden pockets. Nothing that I'm looking for. Let me go ahead and pull it from here. We're pulling the fibs, baby. We're pulling the fibs. But yeah, I would look for a potential move down into the value area low /786, where I would likely be looking for some bounces, maybe some potential long positions. Let's see. Let me go ahead and cover some of these super chats. But on Link, guys, I would look at this blue box between 627 and 611 as your next major level of support. Again, with that 4-hour green dot creeping in, I would look for a potential short-term bounce here on Link. But again, with your 2-day rejection on that zero line, with your daily red dot confirmed, and your money flow coming out on some of these higher time frames, your money flow back in the red on the 10-hour, we could wind up working our way down to this blue box. But again, short-term bounce would not be unlikely. And then again, if I pull this little local range right here, may come up a nice little retest area if we do get a bigger bounce to the upside here, would be about $6.89 to retest that local value area low before continuing potentially further to the downside. But let me cover some of these super chats. Shout out to Just Data from the Blockchain. Said, you're a legend, bro. I love you back, bro. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. And shout out to Fine Cali Crypto. Said, yo, Frankie, can we check out Conflux? Yes, I will go ahead and write this down with an Apple Pencil on this piece of paper because I don't know where the iPad went. Oh wait, Apple Pencil doesn't work on a piece of paper. But yeah, Conflux. I'll try to remember to take a look at that. And then shout out to you, man. Thank you for that super chat. Maybe we can add that to the list. We'll probably have time to look at it. Shout out to Luke. Thank you for that super chat, bro. $20, man. I appreciate that so much. He says, Frankie Candles, do you suppose there's any correlation to the pullback of the market and BTC conference because a lot of whales may be busy attending and not trading? Seems to happen every year. Shout out to Luke. Actually, dude, that's a really good question, and I have an interesting answer. It might not be the answer you're expecting. I'm just gonna go full FaceTime real quick here before we jump back into the altcoins, guys. First off, don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't already. We're almost at 650. We can do it today, baby. Let's go for 850. Hey, but with the Bitcoin conference coming up, a lot of times you see a pump into these conferences or at the conferences. I'll tell you this. I've been to Bitcoin. This is going to be my third time at Bitcoin Miami. The first 2 times were kind of a dud, right? I was expecting some kind of movement. Nothing really happened. The second time, the first time they announced the whole El Salvador thing, I thought that was going to be huge. Thought that was going to pump price. I'm like, we got the Bitcoin conference going on and El Salvador, boom, this is, making it their currency. Or El Salvador accepting Bitcoin. I thought that was going to make an explosion for price. Nothing happened, right? And then year number 2, everyone's like, it's going to pump. It's going to pump. Nothing, really nothing sizable. Now, I will say this, with the whales not, maybe being at the conference and not trading as much, I would just expect lower volume on the potentially there could be some kind of correlation if you were able to measure that. I'm sure you could find some kind of correlation. But I will say this, in my own personal experience, the Bitcoin conferences happening have absolutely no effect on price. At least as long as I've been going to them, just for the 3 that I've been to, there's just been almost nothing that has happened. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. But yeah, that is a good point. Maybe the whales not trading could make it a little bit lower volume. Could potentially, I don't know if that would wind up. I don't think that would wind up making price move in one direction or the other. I think it would just kind of manifest itself in less volatility, right? Just kind of moving flat. So there you go. There's my 2 cents on that. I do appreciate that super chat. Really, really good question. Really good question. I love when people ask like kind of out of the box questions like that. Thank you. And who was that? Let me shout them out. Shout out to Luke. I appreciate you, Luke. That was a good question, man. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at Algorand. Let's go ahead and take a look at the KuCoin chart, guys. Algorand absolutely getting crushed. Continuing to get crushed here. I will say this. Your boy picked up a little bit of Algorand last night. Picked up a little bit. Not a lot, because you never know when you might be buying the top, which is I probably was buying a top. Right, but again, zoom out, guys. Zoom out. When I DCA, I am negative concerned. I am quite literally not concerned at all about catching a local top or not, right? Because if Algorand's going to absolutely blast off in the bull run, like, not financial advice, but I have high hopes for Algorand, right? Some really, really smart people behind the project. But, if we wind up, absolutely launching, again, maybe we'll leave price predictions for another day, but let's just say, it rips. I'm not going to care if I bought up here or up here. I'm just looking to basically buy down here somewhere, right, to get that big move to the upside. So, but yeah, I like being transparent, letting you guys know when I buy stuff. So yeah, I bought a little bit of Algorand last night. I actually DCA'd into a bunch of stuff last night. Just picked up a small bags, right? Like I wasn't like dumping a ton of money. I like to buy in small chunks. I also have my DCA bots continuously rolling in the background, guys. I could not. I'm gonna probably make another DCA bot video because these are like, if you are looking to DCA into altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it is, guys, I highly recommend the KuCoin trading bots, guys. I have a list of altcoins that I have just continually, $25 a day, $25 a day, $100 a day, $100 a week, depending on the coin. Obviously, I adjust depending on what coins I want to invest more in and such. But, without me thinking, I could go on vacation for a month and come back and my bags are still getting stacked, right? And it takes the emotion out of DCAing. When you see a big move down, you might get a little shook. It's going to go lower. I don't want to buy. But your DCA bot is just going to buy every 12 hours, or it's just going to buy every day or every 2 days or every hour, whatever you set it to. I highly recommend the DCA bots on KuCoin, guys. I will preach it till I'm blue in the face. And I'm going to probably start making some more content based around those because they are super, super useful, especially right now where, as you guys know, I've been DCAing into the market for quite some time, but I've been a little lighter on the altcoins, and now I'm starting to crank up the altcoin DCAs just a little bit. So let's go ahead and continue on here. Taking a look. Again, getting absolutely crushed here. Back down at the lows at about 16 cents. So yeah, I mean, for me, I might buy a little more algo tonight, to be honest with you guys. And then if we go lower, I'll buy a little bit more. But actually might let it play out a little bit, especially with these double yellow X's on the daily. Might wind up dumping us down a bit more here. But yeah, I would be careful with the altcoins right now, guys. Things, yeah, 2-day yellow X, that is not a good sign. This is likely to go lower just based off that yellow X. Money flow coming to the downside as well. On top of that, you had a VWAP flop kind of showing that price wanted to go up. And then they were just like, nope, send her to zero, and it's absolutely dumping. So 2-day yellow X on Algorand actually not looking too hot. 3-day, no, bearish signals, but that 2-day yellow X is not a good look, guys. You have to remember, these yellow X's typically come in twos, right? The first two are typically the worst, and then the third, fourth, fifth yellow X could warrant some seller exhaustion. But when it shows up on the 2-day, you see right here, this did not wind up being very good for price. Dropped you about 34%. Doesn't mean it's definitely going to drop you 34%. But if it did, it would bring you right back down to these lows. So I would be very, very careful right now. If anything, I might look to DCA in, but I would not be looking for longs on this, especially with that 2-day yellow X. Things are definitely looking a little more bearish right now, guys. And listen, after getting that big rip to the upside, I mean, I try not to be the only bear. But I mean, this is a big move up, guys. We got to expect some moves to the downside especially if we're going to continue up. You got to expect these moves. So, but that is what I would be looking at on algo. I mean, kind of hard to really get you any decent levels of support below where we're at right now. But yeah, I would just, kind of hard to find those levels. I mean, I'll try to get some local levels right here. I'll try to pull maybe a little bit of a sketchy range. Let me go ahead and unextend this. Yeah, a little bit of a sketchy range. You could take that level. 13 cents. 13 cents is probably going to be a pretty big level to watch. POC, and yeah, we're already below that level. So, this might be what I would be looking at for Algorand as we approach. And look, we respected that level, guys. That value area level. This is why we look at these levels on the channel, guys. Look how well that level was respected. All the way back from 2020. All the way back from March of 2020. This is the dump, right? That POC and this value area low will likely get respected if we do get a push. I mean, these are March 2020 levels, guys. If there was a time, oh, God, I might buy some Algorand tonight, guys. I might buy some Algorand. And, hey, maybe it goes lower, but I'll just buy a little bit more. But, hey, not a bad time to for me to pick up some Algorand, especially with that yellow X potentially pushing us a little bit lower. All right, let's go ahead and check in on chat real quick before we continue on to our next altcoin, which will be Matic. Another coin I'm bullish on for the next bull run, guys. Shout out to Just Data from the blockchain once again. What is going on, bro? He says, I always like to DCA with 3 different buys at different levels. You never know if you're getting the top or the bottom. Hey, Just Data from the blockchain. Dude, absolutely. Shout out to you, man. I agree with that, right? You never know when you're catching that local top or that local bottom. But by buying in batches, right, by buying a little bit at a time at each level, you get that evened out. You kind of even out your average buy price, and you wind up getting a decent buy price, right? So if you're buying between $25,000 for Bitcoin and $20K, and you're just consistently buying in a range, say you were ranging between those prices, you might get a $21,000 or $22,000 entry, and you're not worried about catching the tops. You're just kind of landing right in the middle there. Super profitable way to accumulate crypto. It's a winning strategy. It's proven, and it's a safer way, right? Safer way to make some money. All right, let's see. Let's see. Creighton C, shout out to Creighton. He says, can you give Marcus a shout out? He's late again and missed the shout outs, and he's feeling unloved because I'm your favorite even more than Dave. Well, Creighton C, shout out to you, bro. And shout out to Marcus. Marcus, you were late. Hey, Marcus, let me know in chat. I didn't see him come in, but Marcus, you're late. We'll let it slide this time, but next time, you owe us all an ETH. I'm just kidding, bro. Next time you're late, maybe I'll do a giveaway. I don't know. We just find random times to give a giveaway, but shout out to Marcus and shout out to Creighton C. And hey, shout out to Dave. Creighton C and Dave are always at it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Creighton. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for that super chat. And shout out to Marcus for being late. Hashtag late gang. Let's go. And shout out to Dave Digital. He says, let's see. And shout out to David Brumbelow as well. I just saw him pop up and wanted to say what's up. What's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. All right, guys. Let's continue on here. Thesis himself popping in chat. What is going on, Thesis? He says, unlike like buttons, yellow X's do not exist. Hey, Thesis, what's up, man? Let me just, okay, yeah, I don't see any yellow X's. Do you guys? He doesn't believe in the yellow X's, guys. Yeah, no, Thesis, I don't see him, bro. I don't see him. I don't know. Shout out to Thesis himself. We love you, bro. Thank you for being here, man. We got the best community, guys, for real. Thesis always out here just dropping those super chats. We appreciate you, man. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here to our next altcoin. In the name of Thesis, we will not show a yellow X. Let's take a look at Matic. All right, taking a look at the Binance Tether US. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay. Taking a look at the daily. All right. Oh, God. Daily red dot confirmed. VWAP coming straight out. Money flow. I am surprised this money flow does not look worse, guys. That money flow could look a lot worse. Take a look at your 2-day. Yeah, no yellow X's. I guess Thesis is right. Yeah, I guess he is right. There is no yellow X's. That's strange. But yeah, red dot printing on our 2-day. No blood diamond, at least on this candle. We did get one up here, which again, guys, this is what the blood diamonds can do. This is what the blood diamonds can do, especially on a 2-day time frame like that, right? That's a pretty bearish look. And yeah, give you a big move down, right? But getting an oh God, Matic getting crushed, guys. But yeah, that red dot printing on your 2-day is definitely more of a bearish look. Money flow starting to come out as well. Your daily money flow could look worse. 16-hour, pretty bearish looking. 12-hour money flow coming out. VWAP coming down. Yeah, I mean, Matic looks like it wants to, try to come up here on the 4-hour, but it's not looking too promising here. I mean, it looks like it's trying to fight, but it just can't get a hold of, just can't get that momentum. Take a look at the 2-hour. Green dot printing, no bull div here. You got wrecked on the bull div. Oh, God, Thesis, sorry, I forgot you were here, bro. Sorry. There was some kind of bearish signal here, guys. I think it was like, I think it was like a blue X or something. I don't know what it was. Definitely some kind of a signal. I don't know what that is. It's like gold. I think it's a golden X, guys. I'm just kidding, guys. But we do, yellow X confirmed on that 2-hour. Nobody tell Thesis. Take a look at the 1-hour. Bull div on your 1-hour, you confirmed it, but it's not giving you much here. It is not giving you much. Starting to get a little push up here. But again, guys, I would be a little bit careful with those alts, at least for like long positions. Be very careful. Be very careful. go ahead and pull this kind of macro bigger range here. Yeah, coming down to a macro POC here, guys. We start losing this level, could open up much more downside for Matic. Let's take a look at the visible range. Here we go. Shout out to Valinor. Shout out to you, man. The yellow X's indicate potential manipulation to the downside. So typically when you see these pop up, don't tell Thesis. When you do see these pop up, though, typically it does give you a move to the downside. What do we got? Yeah, see here, yellow X, boom, yellow X, boom, yellow X. That one didn't really play out too much. But typically, the first two yellow X's are the thing that give you the move to the downside. And you can see here, these two yellow X's wound up bringing you down about 13%. So typically, when you see these yellow X's, it is not a good sign for the bulls. So, but yeah, approaching this this POC as we speak. If you wind up losing that point of control, could wind up giving you a bit of a bigger move down, where I would look to about 81 cents for some support. As you can see, you do have that shelf of volume that we talk about a lot right here, where your volume starts to pick up. That is your shelf of volume, and typically that is where you can get some support, right? So I will be looking at that level at about 81 cents. If we break below that POC, I will look for a bounce off that high volume node right here at 81 cents. If you wind up losing that level, though, guys, once you start losing that, high volume node, it is likely for you to get a visit to your value area low coming in at 73 cents. So that would be your next key level to the downside, in which case, if you get a move all the way down to your value area low and lose that level, that is where I would start getting a little bit more worried for Matic. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here to our next altcoin, which is going to be ADA. Shout out to Name N4M333. Wants us to take a look at gold. Yes, we can take a look at gold for you in just a second. First, we're going to take a look at Cardano, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at gold. Let's see. Okay. Gala has a hidden bull div going on. Oh, hey, shout out to Crash. All right, let's go ahead and nice way to go, Mafia. You hit the like target. Let's go. Bing bong. Let's go. Shout out to the CandleMafia, guys. We just got 650 likes. We still got 800 people in here. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Derelict says Ada Mafia. Let's see. You hit the like target. C, you can do it if you want to. Let's go. Shout out to Creighton C. Appreciate you, bro. But let's go ahead and continue on to Cardano, or ADA, as some people call it, or ADA, as your grandmother might call it. But let's go ahead and dig in here, guys, really, really quickly. Let's just check. I want to check on Bitcoin real quick, because just trying to keep an eye on what this thing wants to do, because obviously everything is going to follow Bitcoin for the most part. Your snake eye still on your 3 hour, 2 hour, still pushing here slightly on the 2 hour bull div. And I could feel the voice. Disappearing slowly, guys. So bear with me if I go ahead and if my voice decides to leave in the middle of the stream. Shout out to Darren Does Things. Says, Frankie, we hit the like goal. Let's go, baby. Bing bong. I'm going to throw some money for you guys, even though I don't really feel great and won't feel like picking it up after the stream. We hit the like goal, baby. Bing bong. Let's go. Shout out to the CandleMafia. I feel like this money falls heavy. I feel like this money's really heavy. All right, let's continue on. It's almost like there's gold in them or something. But let's go ahead and continue on here. Ada is an olden days name. My grandma might get that. Might get that one right. Let's go. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. And shout out to all the grandmas of the CandleMafia. We love the grannies out here. They're our favorite. We're here for the grandmas. And the dogs. You guys know that. And the pups. All right, let's continue on here. Taking a look. This is Bitcoin. Let's take a look at ADA. Oh, God, guys, I really hope I don't get sick. This would be garbage. All right, let's continue on here. Take a look at the daily. Money flow starting to round off here just a little bit on your daily time frame. Wow, heavy rejection on your zero line. Red dot confirmed all the way back here. Heavy rejection on your zero line. Take a look at your 16-hour. VWAP coming down. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Yeah. Not looking the same as Bitcoin. I will say that. Yellow X, double yellow X is confirmed. Red dot confirmed on your 4-hour, 5-hour. Nothing really to pull away from there. Taking a look at the 3 and the 2-hour. Yeah, you got the 2-hour bull div on Cardano. Similar to Bitcoin. You got that 2-hour bull div, right? Little mini 2-hour bull div. You did get it on Cardano with your lower lows on price and your higher lows on your momentum waves. A little bing, a little bong. And then, now you're getting that bounce to the upside. So I would be careful, though, because I will say some of these lower time frames, that 1 hour is looking like a flopper to me. It doesn't look like a strong VWAP. We want to see this VWAP extend, erect, if you will. I only use that because it's the only word that fits what I'm trying to explain. Let's ban Dave Digital for like 3 minutes. You block him for 3 minutes, guy. I'm just kidding. Don't block Dave Digital, please. Just kidding. I just know he's going to have fun with me using that word. Shout out to Dave Digital. But yeah, that's really the only word I could think of. We want this to kind of just stand straight up because this is looking like it potentially could flop. Coming down to your 45-minute, actually your 45, you want your 1 hour to look like the 45-minute does. This actually could be a little bit of a better sign for the 1 hour. Take a look at your 24-minute. Money flow starting to come up. 15-minute money flow is working its way to the upside. That's another thing to look at on Bitcoin, guys, is your 4-hour as it looks to print this green dot. Watch that 15-minute money flow creep into the upside. Might bing-bong around a little bit, but that 15-minute money flow crossover into the red, if you could get it on the 4-hour green dot, may be where you get a little bit of a bigger move up. Now, back to Cardano. 2-hour bull div obviously is something to look for. Which is confirmed here. Actually looks like you may get a little continuation here, right? Because that 1 hour VWAP didn't look great, but the 45 minutes starting to stand straight up. So maybe we could get that thing, we could wake it up a little bit. Come on, smack it in the face and wake it up a little bit. But yeah, that is what I'd be looking for. You did get the bull div here on the 1 hour confirmed as well. That 4-hour green dot, I mean, it does look kind of far away. I'd be very careful with these yellow X's, guys. The bearish signals are out there, right? We have the blood diamond on the Bitcoin 2-day. Right, we have the no daily really bear signals here, but these yellow X's on the 4-hour are a pretty bearish sign, guys. So just be careful longing against these yellow X's. So let's see. You guys are funny. All right, let's see. Oh no, wait, what happened? Chemistry Bro said my grandma's going into surgery Wednesday, actually, so I'll be heading over to visit her for that. Hey, shout out to Chemistry Bro. Hey, bro, all the love and prayers to your grandma. Hopefully, obviously, I'm sure her surgery will go fine. We hope it does. So yeah, shout out to your grandma, man. Tell her we said we're here for her. Shout out to you, man. I already see the CandleMafia backing you up, bro. This is why we got the best dang community on YouTube, guys. But let's go ahead and continue on here. Again, I would be careful with Cardano. It is looking pretty ugly, especially with those 4-hour yellow X's is the main bearish case. Now, if we do wind up getting a big breakdown here, let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm going to pull this massive range. Yeah, this is what I'd be looking for, guys. If we continue down, I would look for a potential move to about 33 cents for Cardano. That's where your value area low is. It makes the most sense in the long term if you do not reclaim your point of control. The only chance you really have of coming back up, maybe you do come back up and retrace to your point of control, but if you don't get back above that POC, it is likely that you're going to continue, down towards your value area low coming in at 33 cents. And then to bring up our visible range, volume profile real quick just to see where the volume's at. I mean, you could see we got this one high volume node right here, which that's basically where we're catching all this support off of, and you even caught a little bit of support. Let me move this line. You even caught a little bit of support right on this shelf, right? We've been talking about the shelves, right? That is a shelf of volume. Price will bounce off of that, right? You come down to that level, you get a little bit of a bounce. And yeah, we're basically holding right above these high volume nodes or these like little spikes in volume, I would call them. But, once you lose this level here, that's probably going to be a pretty quick move down to your value area low. Yeah, and potentially even down towards 31 cents will be another major level of support to watch, right? This is a big, big shelf of volume right here. Bing, bong. You're likely going to get bounces off there if you make it all the way back down there. You're kind of far away from those levels, but That's what I'd be looking for on Cardano, guys. That value area low is going to be your first major level of support at 33 cents. And again, that 4 hour is looking pretty bearish. So be careful. Be careful out there with your Cardano. Smash the like over an hour ago, or smash the line over an hour ago. Shout out to Green Day Profits. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Let's see. Tony D. Oh, God. Shout out to Wick. Wick says, wait, Tony D's brunch Bitcoin breakdown. No way. Yo, Wick. You're funny, bro. You're funny. As you guys know, we are toying with the idea of doing a morning show, maybe once a week or something. And we were trying to make Tony have a segment in there where he looks at some altcoins or something. Yeah, Wick just changed his name to what he wants the show to be called. Tony D's Brunch Bitcoin Breakdown featuring Wick 589. Let's go. Shout out to Wick. I appreciate you for being here, bro. He says Crypto Billy needs. Oh no, wait, hang on. He did say, where'd that go? He says Chemistry Bro needs his own radio station. We can call it CB Radio. Shout out to Wick, bro. I like that. He said Crypto Billy needs one too. We'll call that one CB Radio as well. Bro, I can't wait to meet you guys in real life one day. I really can't wait till we start doing Frankie Candles meetups and I get to meet you guys in real life. You guys are some of the funniest people I've ever met. I just like no switch up. Just Crypto Billy needs one too. We'll call that CB Radio also. You're funny, bro. You made me laugh. You really made me lol there. That was funny. All right. I will never say lol again. I'm sorry about that, guys. Continuing on, guys. We did get 700 likes. Can we push it to 850, guys? I'll give away a free month of the premium Discord if we can get 850 likes on the stream today. But I am going to wrap it up here pretty soon, guys. Let's go. Shout out to Marcus. Says, Bing Fukin. Bong. Shout out to Conor McGregor. Shout out to you, man. He says, Bing Bong. Massive crypto. Bing Bong. Marcus's massive crypto. Bing Bong. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to David Brumbelow. BTC dump will be funny, too. Yeah, hey, listen. If Bitcoin dumps, guys, I mean, as you guys know, I'm always rooting for Bitcoin to dump, right? I like when it pumps. I enjoy when it pumps. I make money when it pumps. I trade it when it pumps. But for some reason, there's just something inside of me that when it dumps, I'm just like, yes. I don't know why. I think it's because I just want cheap Bitcoin. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and see. Odie Super Chat XRP. Did someone Super Chat XRP? We could take a look at XRP, no problem. And gold. Guys, we got to take a look at gold real quick. We'll look at the FEMAX chart for gold. Let's go ahead and crypto. FEMAX? No? All right. Well, let's see. What is it? It's AUX. we're on crypto. That's why. Gold. I got to uncheck BingX. BingX. Bing Bong. I didn't even put two together with BingX and Bing Bong, guys. Shout out to BingX. Let's go ahead and I do want to look at the FEMAX chart, though. Let's see. FEMAX. Do you guys say FEMAX or FEMX? I guess, what is going on? Why can't we do this? I just want to look at the gold chart. Are they going to let me see the FEMAX chart? Come on. Show me the FEMAX. Should we pull it up on FEMAX? I refuse to look at any other gold chart other than the FEMAX gold chart. And it won't let me search FEMAX. Why is that? That is really quite annoying. I'm not going to lie. Gold? FEM? X? No? All right. Fine. I'll do it myself. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and we'll just pull up FEMAX. When in doubt, sign up for FEMAX. Pull up FEMAX or sign up for it. All right, here we go. Am I logged in? I don't want to. Oh, God, I got to log in. Come on. What is going on here? Shout out to Name. We're doing this for you, bro. We're doing this for you. New device code. Should I read this code out loud? I'm just kidding. Go ahead and let's see. Okay. Let's see. There's no mirrors behind me, right? All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. Bada boom. We're doing it all for gold, guys. We're going for gold. Here we go. let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, here we go. Where is it? New. Should we just write it? We'll just do gold. All right, let's take a look here. As you guys know, gold hit what? $2,030. Absolutely insane. But let's take a look here. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Listen, I don't own any gold. I don't really trade gold, to be honest, like for the most part. I guess this isn't really that helpful, just because we don't have Market Cipher or anything. All right, let's just take a look at gold, I guess. All right, here we go. All right, taking a look here. I guess we're not going to find the FEMEX chart. We'll just take a look at this. I probably wasted too much time looking for that FEMEX chart, to be 100% honest with you guys. But hey, we do what we want over here on Frankie Candles. All right, so looking for a red dot on the 2-day could, I don't know if I'd call that a bear div. Taking a look, daily red dot confirmed. Taking a look at some of these higher time frames. Let's see, 4-hour. Red dot confirmed. I mean, your money flow is generally coming out here on the 8-hour, right? This probably doesn't look the best. Yeah, money flow generally coming out. You had a pretty big pump, right? That money flow crossover wound up giving you a rip up to $2,084, $2,082. But now your money flow is leaving the asset. As long as this money flow continues to trend to the downside, guys, I wouldn't expect anything crazy out of gold, especially on the higher time frames. You know, thick in the green on the 2-day. Yeah, 3-day looking for a VWAP flop here. Not looking too good. But yeah, I would look. The red dot on the 2 and 3 days likely going to be the next thing to bring you down. But again, you know, gold's not the most violent asset in the world, so I don't know how extreme that move would be. But that 2-day red dot is looking to print, so I would be careful. That's probably going to give you your next leg or next move to the downside, in which case I would be looking at about 1945 for some serious support, as this has been a very important level throughout this entire high up here. So, yeah, that is what I'd be looking for on gold. Kind of weird. I feel like weird doing TA on gold. I don't know why. But let's see. Oh, God, what do we got here? Did you smash the like button? Always 77%. Guys, that's not that bad. So I'll take 77%. Always hitting that like button. Let's go. I'm not logged into YouTube, 5%, and I don't believe in like buttons is 18%. I'm not going to lie. I used to be one of those people that did not believe in the like button until I have a YouTube channel. Now I like all my friends' videos because now I know how much it helps. So now I like and I subscribe, but I used to be a heavy lurker. But there you go. There's a little look at gold. Shout out to Name. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Says, I thank you again. You're the best. Bing bong. Shout out to Name. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for that super chat. We do appreciate all the super chats here, whether it's 20 cents, 5 cents, or $100. We appreciate them all, guys. But let's see. Yeah, found out, forgot how underwhelming metals are. Yeah, 100% they are. They don't move like crypto does, that's for sure. Jose Rodriguez says, always here for the bing bong goat emoji. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. But did somebody say XRP? I think someone said someone super chat. Wick, did you say someone super chatted XRP? If that's the case, I, by law, have to look at XRP. Actually, the reason I have to do it by law is because I am Mr. XRP. So we got to take a look here. Absolutely wrecked on this speculation, as you can see. As you guys know, we do get it right more often than we get it wrong on this channel. That is for dang sure. If you've been here, you know that's the case. However, again, I don't know what we were looking at here, but if this was some kind of a speculation that we were thinking we were going to go to the upside, then we got absolutely destroyed. But we may have just been saying, you know, if this happens, we may go up. But hey, well, it's more fun to think we got wrecked. Dang, we thought it was going up. We got smashed on that one. But anyway, yeah, wow, look at that tap on the golden pocket here. Not looking too, I mean, I'm not saying it looks good, but pretty saucy tap on that golden pocket, I will say. Taking a look at your 3-day. Money flow still working its way to the upside very slightly. Taking a look at your 2-day, money flow looking bearish, VWAP coming straight down. I've seen better looking charts than that 2-day. Your daily money flow coming out for sure. VWAP coming straight out, definitely a little bit more bearish looking. Now remember, you are a bit oversold here. You are a bit oversold. You have tapped that golden pocket. May be able to get a little bit of a move up there just from that. Your 16-hour VWAP starting to roll back up. Probably looking similar to Bitcoin here once we start working down the time frames. Green dot on the 4-hour is looking to print here. I would be looking at that for a potential move to the upside. Once you print that green dot on the 4-hour, you're pretty oversold here. You tap the golden pocket, so that is likely going to be an important level of support. You already got a little bit of a bounce. That green dot is following up on that green candle. May be able to push it a little bit higher up. Taking a look at your 3-hour, snake eyes are confirmed. Very similar to Bitcoin and a lot of these other coins that we've been looking at. Bull div on the 2-hour. Again, as far as the indicators, this is looking very, very, very similar to a lot of the other stuff. Taking a look at some levels here. Now, as you guys know, we basically have been looking at everything in terms of volume profiles, and you can see this blue box is representing this previous value area that we traded in back in here and in October, where you got that little range formed, bing bong around. We came back up into that range, respected some of these levels temporarily, and now we have lost that value area, and now we are potentially, I'm actually going to move this value area to this little local range right here. Yeah, approaching this previous value area high. This is going to be a key level, right? If you lose this golden pocket, I will go from the bottom of the golden pocket to that value area high. This level here at 40 cents, 0.40207 cents. If you lose this level, guys, and you get accepted back below this value area high, it is going to be more likely to get sucked towards that point of control at about 37 cents. So in my opinion, keyword, opinion, pulling up the VPVR. Yeah, look at that. And we knew this, right? We knew this. We talked about this. If you lose this value area low, you got the volume gap. And I don't want to say we called for it if we didn't, right? So I don't want to say 100% certainty, but I can almost guarantee you guys, we can find a clip. Luckily, when you're on YouTube, everything is recorded, right? So anytime I do this, feel free to go back and check. But once we lost this blue box, we would have known. Big volume gap. Where does the volume pick back up? Right here on this blue box at 40 cents, right? I can almost guarantee this is what we looked at when we looked at XRP on Friday. Pull up XRP. Let's see. Where is it? Let's pull it up on this chart maybe. Or maybe not. XRP. Yeah, I can almost guarantee you we've looked at this. Once you lose that blue box, volume gap brings you down to where? This golden pocket / value area high at about 40 cents. If we get below that value area high, this is going to become, if we start living down here, guys, if we stay down here and we start bouncing around, this is going to be an important level because once you break and bearishly retest that level, it's going to be more likely to come to your POC at 37 cents. If you lose that level, it's going to be likely that you come down to your value area low at 34 cents, which may be your last time to scoop up cheap XRP. And I also did buy a little bit of XRP, not last night, but the other day. I did buy a little bit of XRP, even though I don't need anymore. I don't know. Someone was talking about XRP, and it just got me feeling bullish. I was like, you know what? I don't have enough of this stuff. Oh, God. So there you go. That is, I did a kind of DC. I did do some DCAing in over the past few days. XRP, Arbitrum. I'll just fire off some of these things just for anybody who finds it interesting. Now, this doesn't mean go buy this stuff right now, guys. Obviously you have to do your own chugging that sauce. Shout out to Crypto Main. But it doesn't mean that you guys just got to go buy this stuff just because I said it. Though I'll never say to buy it, but just because I bring it up doesn't mean go buy it. But I will give you, maybe some coins that I've been buying in the past week. Arbitrum. I've been accumulating a little bit of SUI, which I told you guys about. Polygon, Cosmos, Caspa, XRP. And a few other, but I'm not going to go into all of them. But those are kind of the main ones that I've been looking to get, kind of start building some positions on. So there you go. All right, guys, I think that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. The long's starting to play out here on BingX. Yeah, look at that. Just patience pays, guys. Patience pays. And shout out to the premium Discord. This setup was in that premium Discord. We talked about it on the live stream this morning. So shout out to the people in the kitchen. Starting to play out a little bit here. Beautiful little setup. If you guys want to sign up for BingX or Femex or BitGet or any of the exchanges that I like to use, I'm actually in a trade on every single exchange right now. I am in a scalp long. This is a scalp position. Scalp long on BitGet. I am in, oh God, my Femex logged out again. And I don't want to dox my email here, but I am still in both long positions on Femex. Those are more swing-ish positions. And then I am in that short on BingX. So I use all these exchanges, guys. If you're interested in signing up for any of these, go ahead and check the link in the description down below. I will go ahead and do this, right? This is, I'm kind of working against myself here, but I will say this. If you guys are going to sign up for BingX, I actually recommend you use Ben's link because Ben and BitGet are doing a $5,000 Pepe giveaway where if you sign up with Ben's affiliate link, and you get into a trade within between today and Mother's Day, the 14th. If you get into a trade between now and then, and you're signed up with Ben's link, you will be eligible to win between $5 and $20 of Pepe, $5,000 in total prizes, I believe, and it's only available for the first 250 people that do it. So if you're gonna sign up for BitGet, I would recommend going use his link if you want Pepe. If not, check our links in the description down below. Help support the channel. Help us keep these lights on because sometimes they do go out, believe it or not. But guys, with all that being said, I think that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. Where'd my OBS go? I'm lost. I didn't know if I was what I was showing here. I didn't know if my face was showing. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. We still got 611 people in here, which means we could still have a chance to hit that 850 like goal. But we did hit 650, so I will have to spin that wheel. How many times did I say? Did I say 15 times? Probably 15 is if I had to guess. So we will spin that wheel 15 times. And what else did I say? I said I'd add a hat too, right? So we'll give away a hat. Hat is already added to the giveaway. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll spin that dang wheel 15 times. I'm going to have to... what happened to our wheel? Why is our wheel not saved, guys? I got rugged on these settings. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But that's okay. All right. Let's go ahead and start spinning that wheel of pain and pleasure. I wish we could play the song.
Hey, yo,
but
Jay,
it's so loud, guys.
Can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't want to talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft.
Guys, that song is fire. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and let's see, giveaway, add. Giveaway. Add. Giveaway ad. Giveaway ad. Giveaway ad. And then we'll do nope. And then we'll add it. And then we'll do nope. And we'll add it. And then I guess we'll leave it like that, right? 2 nopes. I will move them so they're a little spaced out, though. So, yeah, we'll do a nope. No, I don't want them next to each other. I want them, yeah, there we go. We got a nope, and then we'll get rid of 1 giveaway. There we go. We got a nope, and then 4 giveaways. Heavily rigged in the Mafia's favor, which, guys, anytime I'm in charge of the rules, I'm rigging it in your favor. So here we go. Giveaway, numero uno. Here we go. Not giveaway. Spin number. Oh, God, we got to mute that, right? God, that's bad. Jay the Alphabet is fire. Yeah, guys, that is who made these songs. Thanks for the TA, bro. Shout out to Crypto Main anytime, bro. Yeah, that song slaps. Let's see. Never see my message. What's your thought about ordinals listed on BingX? Not much. Shout out to Learning. Hey, Learning. Listen. Learning is literally one of those Mafia members that they comment on videos. Like when you first showed up to the channel, Learning, I will get to your question in a second, but when you first got to the channel, you were one of those people that like I would see pop up on an old video. Like I know you were doing your research because I'd catch you on an older video like, dang, this is the sauce, bro. Thank you for this. And it's funny that your name is Learning because you are out there learning, bro. Shout out to you. And I will say, I don't know if you're a bro or a gal just because learning is a neutral word and your avatar seems to be a cartoon. I can't really see it, but shout out to you. I just assume because 99% of our viewers are male, so I just say bro. But shout out to you, man. I don't really have much of an opinion on the ordinals on BingX. I will say that. So I wish I had a better answer for you, but yeah, I will say this. I will take the time to shout out Learning because you are literally out here. You comment on almost every video you watch. I have to assume because you comment on a lot of videos, and I see you out there putting in the work, bro. And even when I don't answer those comments, if I don't have a time to answer a comment, I see you guys out there. I see who's out there like watching the videos, studying up, and it's super cool to see. It really is. So shout out to Learning. You've been here for quite some time, and you've been putting in work, man, for real. All right. Shout out to JDB. or just data from the blockchain, says, great live stream, ma'am. Your energy is, ma'am? Did I say ma'am? Great live stream, man. Your energy is fire. You make it look easy. I go in front of the camera all the time. It's not easy to have energy like this. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate that. That means a lot, man. Yeah, it means a lot that it shows because, yeah, we're out here. I'm out here. We're trying our best. So it's good to see that you guys are enjoying it. So shout out to you, man. I do appreciate you. Yeah. See, learning's in the BitLab Academy too. Learning is an OG. So shout out to Learn. Not an OG in the OG way people are probably thinking, like they were here since day one. But I just mean like an OG, like a straight up G. I should say straight up G. He's a straight up G, just putting in the work. And that's what it really takes to be a successful trader. Is you got to be willing to really put in the hours and really put in the pain of losing money and just trying and having it not work and having it not work and having it not work and losing and losing and losing and losing and making a mistake and then making a mistake and then making a mistake, trying to fix one thing, but then something else gets messed up and just hitting your head against the wall, hitting it and hitting it and hitting it until finally you go to hit it for the last time and your head goes through the sheetrock a little bit and you're like, hang on, did I get through? And then you just kind of move in and then you're like, whoa, oh, ah! Okay, that hole was bigger than I thought, guys. Okay, that was scary. Anyway, always learning. Yeah, absolutely. Did they leave? Where? I thought he was in chat. He might have said you never see my messages and then left, and then I saw that message, which would literally be right on time. But let's see. How many times? We still got mad spins left. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Wick. Shout out to Rockstar Cola Gomez. Learning from the best. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to Jose Rodriguez. Chemistry Bro said WTF. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I planned on doing a super short stream today. I fell asleep right before the stream because I do not feel good right now. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. I haven't even really been drinking the Aztec and Cactus Moss Water recently because chat gives me the energy. Like, I don't need the Moss Water. I just have chat. And it's, there's Learning. Let's go. Just doubled my Bing X account by Ordinals. Let's go. Shout out to Learning. Well, hey, I guess we know how you feel about them then. Let's go. Shout out to Learning. Hey, and that's what happens when you study up. Right, Learning? There you go. You double your account. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Congrats. Bing bong. We're throwing the money for you, bro. Let's go. Shout out to Learning. You deserve it. You've been putting in the work, bro. And I hopefully you were here that whole time I said all that. We just talked about you for a good minute. You deserve it, bro. I see you putting in that work. I see you putting in the work. You deserve a doubled account. That's not luck, man. That's because you're learning. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. It's because you're learning so much, because you're trying very hard. And I see that. And it pays off. It is paying off right now, clearly. So shout out to you, man. All right, let's go ahead and continue on with these spins. All right, we got a few more here. I wasn't paying full attention, and then I just see you nearly falling off your chair. Yeah, I was trying to do an analogy, and then it was like a breakthrough, and then I broke through too far. I don't know, Ken, bro. I might be having like fever dream right now. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, let's continue on here. We got three more here. Three more spins. Let's go. Made $430 on yo, let's go. Shout out to Rockstar Cola. Shout out to Pooh. Actually, let me do this real quick. I actually did not check on this this weekend. I was going to, and then I didn't. So let's go ahead and go take a look at FPP. Oh, hey. Oh, wow. Very interesting. If you guys take a look at this coin, that I don't know what it is or anything, and excuse me. This is what we were talking about the other day. I'm actually surprised it's not pulled back heavier. Shout out to F Pepe. If you missed Pepe, let me be clear. I did not buy into this yet. I'm not saying I won't, but I've been looking at it. And to be honest, I just don't want to pay the gas fee. Like, I don't put a lot into these meme coins, and like to put like $200 into a meme coin and like pay $60 in gas is like, I don't know. It's like worth it. I'm not the biggest meme coin guy. I don't know. But I don't know. I may check this out at one point. But very interesting. I thought this would have a heavier pullback, especially excuse me. Especially because Pepe had such a big pullback. I'm surprised this didn't. But I did want to check on this because we've been keeping an eye on this. And shout out to Mo. I don't know if Mo's out there. That's not what I wanted to search. Monkeys was another one that we were looking at. Not because of me, because of Mo. Mo said it's the next Sheeb, which I responded with probably not, but it is ripping, right? So shout out to Mo. Hey, Mo, if you're watching this, bro, after the fact, congrats, because I'm sure you're up big time, bro. Shout out to you, man. Congrats. But we'll see. If Monkey, I told Mo, if Monkeys winds up being the next Sheeb, I will publicly not apologize, but I will publicly shame myself, and I will call Mo the meme lord on live, and then maybe we'll send him some merch. If it's the next Sheeb, which it would have to surpass the market cap of Sheeb. It would literally have to flip it. So if it flips Sheeb, then I will publicly shame myself in honor of him. But hey, Mo, in the meantime, even if this isn't the next Sheeb, bro, you're up big time. Congrats, man. Congrats. But let's go ahead and not get sidetracked, guys. Let's not get sidetracked. I don't feel good. I'm trying to get to bed early tonight, and here I am looking at meme coins while I'm supposed to be spinning the wheel. What a degenerate. Let's see. 43 likes. Come on, guys. We need 43 heroes to save Frankie's. To save Frankie. Look at him. He's dying for you. Smash the like. Save Frankie. Guy, I don't know if I can spin this last wheel. I don't know. We got one more. I can't push the mouse button down, guys. Man, you're being too loud. It's 1:32 a.m. in Europe. Shout out to Punk. Hey, shout out to Europe. We got Europe in the house. Let's get it. But there you go, guys. Let's get one more spin in here. Go ahead and smash that like button if you have not already. Give that like button a tap. Make Frankie's calves go clap, clap, clap. That would probably hurt if I were to smack my calves together like that. Shout out to Creighton. There we go. Give him a giveaway, baby. Let's go. It also freaks me out that it's 1 a.m. in Europe. That like freaks me out. It's like 7:30 p.m. here tonight, and then they're just way ahead of the game, or behind. I don't even know. But let's see what do we got here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 giveaways out of 15. Not a bad hit rate, guys. Not even for a trading strategy. But, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much, guys. This is the first time we have hit our like goal in, I want to say 2 full weeks. Which is very refreshing to see that all Bitcoin needed to do was dump a little bit, and then the attention comes back. But, guys, with all that being said, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I am not just saying that because I'm on YouTube. I say that because you guys allow me to wake up every day and do what I love. And not only that, I get to do it with some of the coolest people that I've never met. And it's just so cool. It's like having this YouTube channel, guys, has kind of given me like a newfound hope in humanity, that we were able to gather so many cool people, in one spot from all around the world, and we all just hang out every night at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to our boy DZ, and it's the coolest thing in the world, guys. And the way I see you guys help each other out in the chat, in the Discord, whatever it is, the community we built is absolutely insane. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for the like goal. 821 likes. Smash it on your way out. If we get 850 by the time the music stops, Tony D or Rob, whoever's listening, this is for you, Kembro, we will go ahead and add another hat to the giveaway if we get 850. If not, then we'll just do whatever we said. We said free membership to the Discord. Free 1-month membership to the Discord if we hit 850 before the music stops. And then we're giving the hat away, and we spun the wheel 15 times. So shout out to the CandleMafia. That's all the time we got for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing. Bang.
Whether you're on an adventure, remote work, or heading on a road trip,
Hey, yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace, you gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk how you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no, you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition, they ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing you. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat, I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk how you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas, you gon' see the...
Hello? Hello? Is this live? Is this thing? Oh, this is on? Oh, this is awkward. Oh, this is awkward, guys. Sometimes you just think you're alone in your studio, and you never know when the CandleMafia is just watching, and you have no idea. But now that we're here, guys, I kind of feel like I got to dance for you. Well, hey, don't forget, guys, we've updated our candle this week. Today's candle is a wood wick, cedar leaf and sage. We're used to the coconut mahogany, but we got the cedar leaf and sage. Shout out to Walmart for this high-quality candle. So I'm going to go ahead and light this really quick so we can blow it out and end the show. Well, with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time. Shout out to the calf muscle, which is apparently known as the surgeon's muscle, or whatever Wick said. Listen to Wick. He's got all the facts. Shout out to you guys. I'll see you next time. It's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.